Hi everyone, this is Annindita Palaus, and this video is actually a continuation of my previous video that I recently posted about law of attraction and the idea of letting go of all the things which are holding you back. So I was talking in my last video about how you don't really need to learn how to use the law of attraction in your life, but the major thing, the primary thing that you first and foremost need to learn is to become more mindful about your point of attraction, and also to learn how to let go of all the things, all the negative beliefs and limited programming that are not serving you. So logically, the next question would be that how do I let go? How do I let go of all the beliefs that I have picked up, all the negative programming that is going on, based on my life experiences, things that have happened to me. It's quite natural that people have certain life experiences because of which they end up having certain negative beliefs, certain limited programming. So how do you let go of that? How do you change those negative beliefs, the limiting beliefs, into more positive and empowering ones? And I'm making this video to teach you a very simple and yet extremely effective NLP technique. NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. So I'm an NLP practitioner and life coach, and this technique I use in my workshops as well as in my one-on-one life coaching sessions very effectively, and my clients love it. And even the students in my workshops, my Abundance Revolution workshop, that is where I generally use this technique, they love it too. And it's extremely effective and extremely simple. So I'll be guiding you through this little exercise. So just to get started, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and bring to your mind one of the limited beliefs that you generally have about your goals. Just pick one of your goals. For example, let's just say you have a goal of making $10,000 a month. But every single time you look at that goal, maybe you have that goal written down, or maybe you use some kind of affirmations, or maybe you have some kind of a visualization, maybe a picture on your vision board. And every single time you think about that goal, it reminds you of all your past failures. Maybe it reminds you in your childhood days if you saw your parents struggling about money, or if you saw your parents fight about money, or maybe you just saw your friends or relatives or somebody else struggle about money. So just bring to your mind one of those limiting beliefs that you might have about your current goal. And once you have that limiting belief in mind, just go back into your past and see when was the first time that you had that belief. What really happened? And just go with the very first story that comes. You don't have to take 1 hour to think when was the first time. Just go with the very first story that comes to your mind. It does not have to be something huge and meaningful, but the fact that that is the very first story that your brain picked means that it is relevant. So just go back to that particular story and replay that story, that event in your mind, and replay it as if it is happening right now. So see the people around you, hear the sounds around you. If there are any fragrances in the environment, smell those fragrances as if they are right now. Hear the sounds as if it is happening right now. See the people in full color as if you are experiencing it right now. And once you're done experiencing that story, see on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense is that story and what it makes you feel. Did you feel vulnerable after watching it? Did you feel sad? Did you feel depressed? Did you feel angry? Did you feel insecure? Whatever that feeling is, on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense is that feeling? If 0 is not intense at all, there is no feeling, and if 10 is extremely intense. Once you have identified where you are on that scale, now select a music. Think about a background music for this movie, but the only criteria for this music is that this background music has to be exactly opposite to what this particular movie that you just watched in your mind makes you feel. So if this story that you just replayed in your mind made you feel sad, then the theme music that you are going to choose has to be a very happy one. If it made you feel depressed, then you have to pick a very uplifting one. So once you pick the theme music, just play that theme music loudly and clearly in your mind. And now start replaying that old story again, like a movie. Just start playing it from the beginning till the very end. Watch it again while this music is playing in the background. If needed, you can pause this video and then start playing it again. So once you have done this, then stop the movie and watch it again, but this time without the music. And once you are done watching, check this time how intense are your feelings and what your feelings are. The chances are that your feelings have completely changed or they are much low in intensity. Sometimes when I do this exercise with people, then they end up having some really cool insights about that same situation, and they end up having some really empowering beliefs about the same situation. And sometimes the intensity really goes down. So if your intensity is not to a 1 or a 2 yet, then I would suggest replaying the movie again, but try with a different theme music. And just keep trying with different theme music, the only criteria being the music should be completely different in its feeling, in contrast to what feelings the movie generated in you. And just try with different music and see how that makes you feel. So the aim is to bring the intensity to a 1 or a 2, and it might completely vanish as well. So just keep practicing this and have fun with it. And what I suggest is write down your goals, and beside every goal, write down some of your limiting beliefs, whatever you can come up with. And then pick each limiting belief at a time, and then go back to the first time you picked up that limiting belief. And again, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time thinking that you have to go back to the very first memory. Whatever memory your brain picks up as being the one that triggered that particular belief or emotional response or belief system, just go with that one. And then later on, if you come up with more and more stories, just work through those stories one at a time and see what happens. So I hope you really liked playing with that little exercise. That's a very powerful NLP exercise actually. And if you liked it, leave a comment below and like this video, share and subscribe to my channel if you want to be updated about my upcoming videos. Bye for now.